you all, this is E-Man Booze. I've been wondering all day how I was going to get through this Wondermint review from Death's Door Distillery. And you see, I had a whole bunch of questions about how it was made. I couldn't find enough information out on the internet. So I done called them, and they told me, nobody can come to the phone right now, send an email. I done sent an email, nothing. Same thing here with this Kringle Cream that we reviewed just the other day. Now this thing here is amazing. And if you missed my review, go back on YouTube and check this out. But I was able to find out enough information on the internet to make this review work. With this spirit here, oh hell, you can't find out much nothing. And I'll tell you, I'm stopping wondering about it. Because when I was on the internet and I went to the federal website that approves the labels for the spirit, this thing was classified as other. Other? Other what? I don't know what the hell it is. I'm not wondering about it no more. I'm not worrying about it. We're just going to read the bottle, we're going to read the label, pour it in the glass, and do the review. Alright, now, what does it say? Wondermint Schnapps Liqueur. Okay, so they're telling us maybe it's a Schnapps Liqueur. Who knows? Federal government says other. Maybe it's in other types of Schnapps Liqueur. It's got this dude on the front named Henry Rose Schoolcraft. He was a noted American geographer, geologist, and ethnologist. In the early 1830s, he traveled up the Mississippi River from Missouri, and he was in search of the source of the Mississippi River, where it started from. And when he was up in Michigan and Wisconsin, in that area, he noted that he could get Wisconsin schnapps for 4 cents a dram. And so what they did to honor that little bit of interesting fact there, they put it on the label here, 4 cents a dram. That's a cool thing, the nostalgic part of the label here. Now, also on the label on the front here, it says Schnapps Liqueur with peppermint, almond, rosewater, and wormwood. Now we know most of those spirits. Wormwood, if you don't know, is an herb that's used to make absinthe. And it just so happens that I was able to find out on the internet that these dudes sourced the absinthe that they put in the bottle here from St. George Spirits out of Alameda, California. They are a very well-known craft distiller. So we got some good things going on in here. We don't know much more. We don't know what the base spirit is. It is supposed to be made from some kind of grain. I don't know how and what it's distilled to and all that other stuff. And I'm not wondering about it no more. We're just going to get it in the glass and we're going to review it like we always do. Alright. So, the green bottle, don't let it tell you that the liquid inside is green, because it's not. It's really nice and clear. Looks good. Let's give it a smell, see what we think. Woo! There's a lot of peppermint oil in here, at least. You get a ton of mint. It almost goes up your nose here. It's kind of cool. There's a little bit of graininess in the background that I can't quite pick up because the mint is so prevalent. It's got a sweet tone to it, though. It's an ever so subtle, maybe floral note to it also. Let's give it a whirl, see what we think. Wow. As big as the mint was on the nose, now the mint's still there, don't get me wrong, but it's got so many flavors with it that round it out and balance it out. There's a real nice sweetness. There's a real creaminess though, and maybe it's some of that almond that they got in here. You can almost taste that little bit of that rose note from the rosewater that they add in here. And the absinthe is going to give you a mintiness also. So whatever they got in here, what I like about it, you know, this is really crazy because as a couple of seconds have gone by here, you get this like creaminess going on in your mouth. It's almost like, you know, when you go to the Chinese restaurant, you get done and they have that bowl of that peppermint ice cream with the little pieces of broken up peppermint in it, and you eat it and it's real minty at first, but then the creaminess from the ice cream gets on the back of your palate. It kind of reminds me of that, and it's very well balanced, and it's not overly minty. That's what I like about it. So I think whatever the hell they're putting in the bottle here, they're putting some really decent blend of things to give us a very well-rounded spirit. Let's try it again. Let's nose it one more time. See if it's changed a little bit in the glass. So forward with the mint on the nose. It is really, really nice. Remember that old green stuff that your grandmother used to have in the house, cream de mint or something, in the bottle? It was like, the green was so crazy, the color of it, you thought it probably came out of something like a nuclear waste plant or something like that. This ain't nothing like that. This is way better than that. This spirit here is very well balanced. I love it. I love it. I think it'd be great in some cocktails that require a mint base to it, but it's really good for just sipping on its own. It's interesting. It's a wonder on its own. It's a wonder how they made it. It's a wonder how I drank it tonight. It's a wonder how we got through this review. All I can say is check these guys out. What is it here? DestorDistillery.com. Oh, no. WondermintSchnapps.com. And here's another thing to wonder about. It takes you to a Facebook page. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but I like the spirit, and I suggest that maybe you give it a shot. I'm E-Man Booze. Check me out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, MainStreetDistilleries.com. Bye, you all.